Today, we're going to talk about receiving with gratitude, and that means receiving everything good from everyone. This unit is one of my favorites because it's made such a difference in not only my relationship with my husband, but my life in general and my relationship with those around me. So, learning to accept and welcome help, compliments, gifts, and apologies with only a thank you. This may seem like an easy, no brainer thing, but many of us are very set and we have a habit of just maybe brushing off compliments, maybe not quite accepting gifts. We don't want to accept help or money from others because we want to seem like we have it all together. And not only does that close us off from accepting more from those people and from the universe, but it rejects the giver and the gift that they're trying to give us. So the next time this week somebody asks you, maybe they say, "Can I help you with that bag?" Just say thank you and appreciate the gift that they're giving you. If you're out to dinner with a friend or your mom or someone and they say, "Let me pay for that," instead of saying, "No, no, no, I've got this. You don't need to pay for that." Just say thank you and be grateful for their gift. Everyone has their own thoughts and ideas about giving and money, and if they want to give you that gift, don't reject it. This doesn't mean that others are going to think that you don't have it all together or that you aren't capable, but it helps them to feel better about themselves. It will help you out that day, and if you want to return the gift, then offer to pay for somebody else's lunch or to pay for theirs the next time. Say, "Thank you, I really appreciate that." Maybe your husband picked something up on the way home because he thought you might like it, but it's maybe not quite right. It's not exactly what you wanted. Instead of commenting about how his gift is not quite right, accept it, thank him for being so thoughtful, and you'll actually end up getting more gifts from that person. When we start rejecting other people's gifts, we reject them and they're not motivated or wanting to give us more gifts. Remember from our last unit that your husband wants to make you happy. And so in giving you gifts, all he's trying to do is make you happy. And when you are not happy about a gift, he feels like a failure. So commenting about what's not quite right or rejecting the gift altogether is really hurtful and will not bring you closer together. So this whole group is about building your relationship, and learning to receive from your partner is one of the greatest ways that you can do this. Being feminine is all about receiving. If you want to be the most feminine, attractive partner to your husband, then learn to receive from him. When I first heard this, I was like, really? I don't know about this. But the more I've practiced this, the more tender and kind and giving he is to me. I used to think that my husband was maybe not as empathetic or not as worried about me as maybe other husbands were, that kind of a thing. But I was rejecting his help and his gifts. And the more I've learned to receive those, the more kind and loving and patient he is with me. I've got a good story about this. So when we were first married, maybe it was a couple years into our marriage, we were at like Costco or something, and I saw this diamond necklace that I thought was really pretty. And it was super simple, and it was some kind of like a love knot or something. I don't even remember what it was at this point. But I was just, hinting to him like, "Ooh, I really love this necklace." And then the next anniversary, he went and had a custom-made knot necklace for me. It's this one that I'm wearing right now. It's a real diamond. It's this cute little knot. I don't know if you can see it, but it's an actual knot. And he had it custom made at this jeweler's. He thought of it all, designed it himself, and it was very expensive. And I was doing the money at that time, and we didn't have a lot. We were both in school. And he told me, how much I probably asked him, "How much did this cost?" And he told me, and I was like crying to my mom on the phone because I was so worried about where the money would come from. I thought he overspent. It wasn't actually the necklace that I wanted, blah, blah, blah. My mom gave me some great advice, and I hope that I thanked him for it. But overall, what I remember of the situation is that I was a terrible receiver. I terribly received this gift. He wasn't motivated to give me more. He didn't make me happy. He felt like a failure after he'd done this just amazing, nice gesture. I didn't know how to receive. I wasn't a good receiver. I wasn't practicing it, and it did not bring any harmony into our relationship. Since then, I have become a better receiver. I have gone back and, told him how special this necklace is to me, how grateful I am that he would custom make this thing for me. So I hope I've smoothed over the water with this necklace. But it was a really important lesson for me to learn early on in our marriage, that the gift didn't have to be perfect. It really didn't matter. And I want to accept his gifts no matter what they are. And learning to do that, he is so happy to pick me up little gifts here and there all the time because he wants to make me happy. So when someone says this week, "Oh, your hair is so cute," instead of being like, "Oh, it's not quite right, the coloring is really off, I really need to get my roots done," something like that, just say thank you instead of making jokes or put down about yourself to ward off compliments. Maybe someone's apologizing to you and they say, "I'm so sorry for how inconsiderate that was," or they're apologizing in some way. Don't interrupt them and say, no, that's okay. You don't need to apologize. That's okay. Just thank them. Thank them for the apology. Let them apologize and receive that gift that they're giving you. God, friends, and strangers, and your partner especially want to give to you. When you learn to receive, it opens you up to living an abundant life and it honors the one who gives. I am so grateful that I have been working on this skill. It has made a huge difference in my relationship, more than I ever could have imagined. Learning to receive, learning that femininity, and I'm not talking about like that we can't help others or be strong women ourselves, but a man's role in the relationship is to give. He's made to give and we're made to receive. And receiving is, remember this, one of the most feminine things you can do to show your husband love and appreciation is to thank him for who he is, what he does for you in your life. Thank him when he compliments you. Accept his compliments and his gifts and his love for you.